Hey there, squids and sirens, or should I say satyrs and succubi. I know it's been a long time since I've recorded anything and posted it, I suppose I should say. But the other day, I had the intention to do, as you can see, this is Hades, the acclaimed roguelite game, and it is excellent, by the way. I haven't ever mentioned my affinity for well done voices and well done narrative, but I would say this is the toppest notch that I can think of that comes to mind. So if you haven't checked this out yet, even if you've never played a roguelite, I mean, this will spoil you and you'll never want to play another one. But it's good. So here what we have in front of me is the very end of a run. So if you never have played, I recommend not watching this particular video because you're gonna get just totally spoiled on all kinds of things. And that's last warning, so I'm just gonna run into complete spoiler territory after this point. So thanks for coming. Maybe go check out one of my Subnautica videos, Wrestling Reaper Leviathans, although that's technically a little spoilery too, I guess, if you haven't played Subnautica, but Anyway, my intention was not necessarily to record this particular run, but I had another run that I wanted to record. It was about 3 or 4 runs ago now, yesterday, and you know, you just have those runs every so often in roguelite if you've played before, that just everything goes perfectly. Like, this is the skill you wanted, and yeah, okay, maybe you missed a little detail here, or it could have been a little better here, but like everything goes toward a very particular, like all the skills just synergize with each other, and it's just amazing. It all comes together. I was just deleting bosses, like, we're talking record times here. Like, I think the Hydra probably took me a minute, maybe a minute, 15 seconds, maybe less, maybe 30 seconds. I don't know. It was just, you know, the health bar is just gone, just because of the bonuses that I have that were stacking on top of each other. I had Dionysus's attack, I had attack speed, I had, I believe it was, you know, Dionysus and yeah, this is specific to the game, so you might not know what I'm talking about, but I had a duo boon from Dionysus and Aphrodite that increased the duration of the hangover effect, and blah 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 blah. Point was, I was going to record this particular boss fight and how quickly that I defeated him, because it would have been crazy fast. I had glacial decay, you know, cast beam. Anybody that knows what that is. I had advanced tracker from Artemis and Demeter's duo boon, so it was going faster. I had an extra cast from a chaos boon that I had, so I had 4. And I know that technically, if you have the other skill where you can just, you know, throw them out there, and it uses more like ammo than anything, it would have been even better, but that's not what I had on this run, right? So I was going to record it and just see how quickly, just have the actual recording of exactly how quickly that it took, exactly how fast, you know. It wasn't a speed run because the whole run wasn't fast, but it would have been fastest. I probably would have posted it as fastest boss kill, fastest Hades boss kill. And maybe there'd be, you know, a higher one out there or whatever, but it doesn't matter. But part of that wasn't just the cast time, it was also the particular weapon that I'm using here. I don't really like the adamant rail, but I've been getting all the prophecies or whatever, so I've been experimenting with different loadouts, basically, and different variations, and because that's part of Hades, is there's just so much variation without, but not like there's no bloat. There's no variation that seems useless. Everything has a point. Everything speaks to a particular play style. You know, you can do all kinds of things, and they're all useful. They're not like, this is terrible, I would never do that. It's more like, this is terrible. You know, for me as a player, I wouldn't do that personally, but there's definitely someone that could use that and have it be a useful skill to use. There's nothing in this game that has been put in here that just doesn't have a point or doesn't have a purpose. And I think the weapons system and the arms, the infernal arms choices, I think they all have enough variation. It is a little silly that they have like a gun in a ancient Greek game, but that's fine because it's fun. You know, it doesn't have to be. None of this has to be historically accurate. The most important thing here is that everything that has been built has been done in the name of fun and enjoyment, and it's well done. It is it's essentially a perfect 5 out of 5 game. Whatever metric you want to use, 20 out of 20, 100 out of 100. There could be nitpicks for certain people that have certain tastes, but effectively this is you can't get better. There's nothing better than this. Like, I might like certain games better just because of the kind of games that they are, but I just don't think that there's not a way to. They have taken this particular type of game and they have, it's a masterfully done. It's like Beethoven composing music. It's like you just know that it's a work of art. It's a work of gamemanship, craftsmanship of games. Like, this is something that, you know, people should aspire to. This is something that people should go, oh my god, look at Hades. That's if I'm making a game, if I'm doing CG art, if I'm doing play testing of a game, this is the bar. Like, it's much higher than the bar, honestly. But this is shooting for the stars, you know. And then they did it. They made it. Anyway, enough talking it up here. I'm going to go into very specifics now. So, like I said in the other one, I was using an adamant rail, and I had a Dionysus boon. It's just his attack boon. It inflicts a curse called Hangover, which does damage over time, but you can stack it and make it go very, very high. I also had this low tolerance. I had some other things that enhance. Yes, I had splitting headache. That's right. So I was doing critical damage. That's not this run. I don't have that. This is a different run. But one of the things that I did have in the other run that I managed to get back in this run, it's a totally different run because that run was it crashed. Not only did I not get to finish the run, so the videos. This is the replacement video essentially, and I happened to get one of the set of things that was going right in that run. And that is, I'm using this, like I said, the gun here. I just blanked on the name. Adamant Rail, is that right? I just said it. Yeah, Adamant Rail. So I'm using the Adamant Rail. Aspect of Zagreus, the first one. Ammo is maxed out, and then where's the boon? And you also, I think, yeah, and then you also get a boon, Flurry Fire. Your attack is faster and more accurate. It doesn't have a percentage on it. It doesn't say how much faster it is, and you gain 6 ammo. So I have 30 ammo now, which is, it starts at, I believe, 10, maybe 8. So it's a crazy lot of ammo. And yes, there is a boon that makes you have unlimited ammo. I didn't have that in the other one. I don't have it in this one. And I also don't have the tracking fire that I had. But I have the Flurry Fire here, and I also have the epic level Hermes boon, as you can see here, the attack speed at 30%. So we've got this flurry strike, the attack speed. This isn't an attack speed, this is explosive fire. And it's visually impressive, but it doesn't actually increase the attack speed. I have this, which increases the damage. I have this, which also increases the damage. So explosive fire, which makes it this will probably end up increasing my damage throughout this fight. This is really kind of the big one here. It's not as good, I think, against bosses as Dionysus's main attack is, because that one stacks. But it's much, much better at clearing out waves of enemies because it bounces, as you can see, chain lightning when you damage a foe. It bounces, and while the damage is low at 25, because you are firing so quickly, and because you are firing, the base damage is low, but you're doing 25 on each shot. So if you're shooting, 5 rounds per second or something crazy like that, then the damage really stacks up. It's the same thing with the Dionysus one, where it stacks this curse really quickly because it does that. So this video, this boss fight is really what I'm just going to be recording here. And if I was a professional YouTuber, I would put a timestamp that it skips you right to the boss fights. You don't have to go through all my blah 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 that a lot of people don't want to hear these days. But yeah, mostly it's just a crazy attack speed, and I had that. I had the flurry fire and the 30% swift strike, and I also had tracking fire as well, which is another boon that you can get. I know it's not actually called tracking fire or whatever, but it increases your damage by 10%, and it makes your shots, track the enemy, obviously. So really, what we're just showing here, what we're just putting on display, besides the boss fight itself, is just the sheer attack speed of this item. Like, I would say my favorite is the bow, the heart-seeking bow, which when you shoot somebody with it, you then shoot a volley that, you guessed it, tracks the enemy. But this, generally the adamant rail I don't like on most runs, but having the Zeus boon on there, just the main lightning strike one, really helps because of it bounces around, and having more ammo helps a lot. So it has it's a variation, it's a different flavor, which is really what I'm into now. Having finished the prologue, I'm just trying to complete all the prophecies and do various kinds of stuff and find out what else I can do, and how you can bend the game and whatnot. So without further ado, this is the attack speed of this adamant rail, pushed basically to the maximum. I don't think there's a trinket that increases your attack speed. I think there's one that increases dodge and attack damage, but I think this is probably about as fast as you're ever going to see any weapon in the game. I mean, we're basically going full auto here. And yes, I know it's a little ridiculous, especially for those of you who haven't played, to see a gun in an ancient Greek game. Admittedly, yes, it is a little absurd, but it's fun, and that's fine. It doesn't matter. Like I said, everything's done in the name of fun, so we're gonna go ahead and go out here and just see how quickly this quick ammo will gain us a victory, a hopeful victory. That'd be a little embarrassing. Here's my quickest victory. Oh, I lost. Delete the video. Oh, it's lagging a little bit. That's all right.
Come show your father what you learned of late. Do not hold back.
Very well. Now, I don't expect this to be anywhere near as fast as it would have been with my other setup. Oh, yeah, they did. They got me.
Blood begin to boil.
He's got a super wide arc with that shit.
Excuse me for a moment.
Yeah, I just look up the timing on that one.
Let's see you run from this.
Big swings.
Chance.
Whoa, my keyboard. Ooh. Let's see how it bounces there a little bit. Oh, and tossed one too. Whoops, missed that in all the confusion. Ah. Ooh, oh, hold on. Oh, we got a lot going on. I can't use Greater Call because he... Ah, fuck. God damn it. Oh, boy. So 50%, he has up. I'm really fucking this one up there. Backswing, man. Yeah, I don't know. Started out pretty strong. Now I just look like a scrub. Ooh, buddy.
Stubborn. You shrug off death as though it means nothing to you.
Back at you.
You're quite strong.
Well, unfortunately, that wasn't the run I wanted to record.
In my father's name.
And really, though the attack speed itself was impressive, excuse me, I didn't even use that. I don't think I had one left. I mean, you gotta have hyper sprint. That's my best. So it's a little better when you. It's a little better. The reason I like, as you can see over here, the reason I like the heart-seeking bow so well, the adamant rail. I mean, I was really just, as you could see, I was basically just flailing around trying to shoot a bunch, and that's really the kind of gameplay I don't like, because it's just chaos, you know. A Twin Fists is pretty good, but it's really hard to not take damage as a Twin Fist because you have to get right up in their face, and that's especially problematic on this fight. As you can see, I've only ever done 2 clears. I think you can see here until this clear just now, and I probably only had 1 clear with the adamant rail for a long time, but shield is tough. I like the aspect of Beowulf, probably the best, which I just unlocked. Adamant rail. It's basically just still trying to unlock the last one on that. Pretty sure Zeus mentioned something, so I'm thinking that's probably where we gotta go. Just keep talking to Zeus, hopefully. The fists, Asterius just said something about the fists, even though I didn't have them equipped on this run. So hopefully that I'll be able to unlock the last aspect of that. And that'll be almost my last achievement. I haven't done 16. What is this? Pain, Fury, Pact of Pain. I haven't done 16 Pain yet. As you can see, best is 10 here with the heart-seeking bow. It's building up to it. Trying to get to a point where I could beat all the bosses with their upgraded abilities, because that's a good way to get a bunch of heat very quickly. Yeah, I'm pretty slow in the clear times. A lot of times I'm conservative with my life because I know this fight is pretty hard. Although I would say the third fight is generally hard as well. I would actually say that the upgrade of the third fight is technically less hard for me than the non-upgraded version, just because the attack patterns change so much. Yeah, I guess that's it. I would have preferred that this recording was just a quick and easy, maybe not even any vocals recording of me doing the other run where I had Dionysus as a direct attack, and what here I can show you. I can show you some other boons that I had during that just made it so strong. I had the gun here, the adamant rail, and I had Dionysus on there, which is really good because I also had the tracking, so the shots didn't have to be. The explosive ammo was pretty good. I didn't use it to its full effect in this fight. Like if I was not recording, probably I could have done a little bit of job of staying at an angle behind the pillars so that the explosive ammo I would be shooting not just right at him but right next to him, so it would still be doing the damage that it needed to be doing. And it still delivered, as you noticed, it still delivered the lightning damage was really the quickest. The lightning damage from Zeus's boon was really the best. See, it's a base 10 of a common boon, but we had the rare boon and we leveled it up to level 5, so it was doing 25 per shot, 30 shots. Right, but there's not always that much opportunity, of course, as you can tell, to be shooting him like that, because he's trying to decapitate with your spear, and he did a very good job of very nearly doing that. Even with my trinket over here that makes me impervious for a little bit after taking damage. Yeah, I took that for a reason. I picked that for a reason. Okay, so anyway, sorry. No, yes. The boons, I had Dionysus as a boon here, Drunken Strike, Techflix Hangover. I had the not sure if I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I had, I'm not totally sure if I had, I'm not sure if I had his call. No, I probably had Artemis's call, because I like to get Artemis's call. Okay, so I had that Drunken Strike for sure. I did not have Bad Influence. That would have been a good one. Probably not for the boss, though. I did have Low Tolerance. Hangover effects can stack more times against foes that are weakened. Yeah, and then I had Splitting Headache as well. I had both those duo boons. And that means I had Aphrodite, Heartbreak Flourish. I had her special, so I don't know if I even used it during that fight. Oh yeah, here, that's the special. Launch it over the pillars and a big radius explodes. Right now I've got Poseidon, so it knocks everybody away, but you can't knock back bosses, so I wasn't using it a lot, except, strategically try to get over a pillar. Of course, you have to, can't be too close here because it'll bounce backwards. You can see you have to arc it over the pillar here. Just so. Yeah. Well, I'd say that's about it. Oh no. I also had... Right, Artemis was the really important part, was that I had Dionysus and Artemis, and Aphrodite all at the same time, essentially doing 3 different variations, which is why I also had, let's see, I don't remember whose cast I had, but probably hers, probably this one, because I don't remember having festive what the hell, festive fog. Trippy shot, yes, festive fog. Did not have trippy shot, so Artemis, true shot probably, and then pretty sure I had Artemis aid. I definitely had pressure points at an epic level, so it was a 4% critical chance, and that means any damage. So the damage is coming off of the curse hangover that's ticking down, that doing damage over time. Also had a chance to be critical. Yeah. Well, I may have had clean kill. I may have had understand instinct. I don't think so. Unfortunately, I didn't get fully loaded. No. No, I'm pretty sure I had exit wounds, but I don't think I ever got fully loaded. But I did have +1 cast from a Chaos Boon that gave me an extra cast early on in the run. I don't think I had Heartrend. Definitely did have Crystal Clarity. Yeah. Oh, I definitely had Splitting Headache as well. See, that's it. It wasn't just the 3 of them. It wasn't just the 3 of them. Yeah, I didn't have very many Aphrodite. I'm pretty sure I just had her special and then also her duo boon with Dionysus. But I had so many Demeter abilities. I had Crystal Beam. I ended up having to get Mistral Dash because the really, really important one to get here, I did have Ravenous Will. I did have Glacial Glare. My things were actually, I had the epic one, and the duration wasn't 2 seconds. It was 4.8 seconds. It was almost 5 seconds. So I had Glacial Glare, but the really, really important one, actually, the genuinely the one that does the most, probably even more than the main attack from Dionysus, is this Killing Freeze here. And you see, interestingly, okay, when all foes, so if it's just a boss, then it's he as you have just seen, would be the only foe, except those few times that he summons stuff. But those little green urns don't count as a summon, just the creatures with life bars. So when all foes are chill afflicted, they are 10% slower and decay. Okay, the decay damage is another damage over time. So I had to get Mistral Dash as the prerequisite in order to get this, which I did, and then I got this. It took me some re-rolls and stuff, but I also had the Crystal Clarity. So whenever I would throw down, as you can see here, Slicing Shot. So this is Ares. That was the one I used here. That's your cast. You get to cast that. You actually have to use the primary fire is left mouse click, cast is right mouse click, and then your special attack's up on the keyboard here. I've set it to Q. Most people would probably have it at A. Anyway, point is, this cast, so the one that Demeter has, when you cast that, and I had 4 instead of 3 here, yeah, I had Grasp, so I had +1, so I had 4 base casts, and so instead of 3,
Yes.
I could shoot 4. And what happens is these little prisms here, these little diamond shaped prisms, prismatic diamonds, whatever. I don't know, man. These little diamonds here. You click it and they set right where you're at. Boop. They just sit right here, and they fire off a beam. It's an icy beam. Just straight damage. Crystal Beam. Fires a beam at foes for 5 seconds. But I had the ability that made it last longer, so it was actually 9.8 seconds. The cast damage. It says it's quote unquote only 8, but if you look at it, it's 8 every 0.2 seconds. That means every 1 second that this is out, it's doing 40 damage. All right, and if you take the entire duration of the whole thing, that's 49 rather than 50. It would be, if it was 10 seconds, it'd be 50, but it's 49 because it's 0.2 seconds less because it was 9.8. So that's 49 instances of damage. 49 instances of damage times 8, 392. That's for one beam, right? Times that by 4, 392 times 4, 1568 damage. I don't know if you noticed how much damage I was doing to him, but even with like my special shot, like like that entire grenade that I would shoot over the pillar was like not quite 200. So 1568. We're talking like a crazy amount of damage here, right? Okay, so that wasn't the only thing that was happening. I would lay those down, and then they would be activated on their own. So you take 1568, your cast is stronger, plus 10% damage. That's 156.8, I guess. So about 157. So 1725. 1724.8 it says here. Okay, yeah, so pretty close. So over 1700 damage just with the beam. So the beam is going, the 4 beams are going, so you're doing, near 2000 damage, right? So then Dionysus, I'm also shooting with my main attack, which is inflicting hangover, which is for every half a second, and I'm pretty sure it stacks up to 10. Right? Okay, but then also, not only does it stack up to 10, I would use my special shot here. Your special deals more damage and inflicts weak. And your hangover effects can stack more times against weak foes. So, plus 3 stacks. So instead of 10 stacks maximum, it's 13 stacks. Alright? So I'm doing, what I'm saying is, I'm doing damage, not just from the Glacial Beam, and not just from the hangover, but both of those, and they're stacking, and it's weak, and that. But wait, there's more. Remember earlier, I said that the big damage, is actually this, because they're decaying 20 every 0.5 seconds. So they're decaying, which is the damage over time. They're taking direct damage from me attacking them. They're taking direct damage from the Crystal Beam. They're taking damage over time from the hangover. All 4 of these things, all at the same time. Yeah, this is why I was deleting bosses, and that's why I actually wanted to record it. I actually wanted to record that. This video would not exist without that video having wanted to exist, but unfortunately crashed and burned for all time. We will never know how quickly I could have deleted the boss. We will never, ever know. I think I have all of these, yeah. Yeah, Achilles, Patroclus, Cerberus. I think those are the only ones that I haven't quite fully unlocked yet. And probably not Erebus either. Yeah. Alright. I think that's about it. Oh, that's not undiscovered. I just haven't used them yet. Well, I don't actually think anybody will ever really see this, but that's okay. I didn't make it for everybody. I made it for me. Well, This is normally where I thank all my subscribers, which are currently none. And I thank the viewer, you, for staying and listening and watching. And I ask you to like and subscribe, but I don't actually care if you do that because I'm not a major streamer. And I rarely upload. And I don't carely at all load. Alright, well,
Horned creatures are familiar to Zagreus, having fought countless satyrs and the like. But he discovers this time that not even satyrs possess the sheer, ferocious power of a startled mountain goat.
Always ridiculous now. This is post-prologue stuff. Silliness. I enjoy it.
Not bad at all, really.
I guess that's it, friends. Thanks for stopping by. Wow, 40 minutes. Who'd have thought? I can sure talk somebody's ear off, can't I? I wonder how long I'm gonna enjoy going back and checking this and seeing how long the actual boss fight is. Probably like, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5, 2 minutes. I don't know. A very small fraction of the actual video. Well, anyway, thanks again. Let's see, what was I saying? Satyrs and succubi? Yeah. Thanks again, satyrs and succubi. Hope you have a good Sunday, or whenever this video finds you. A good Halloween. How about that? It'll be Halloween in I guess it's still 2/3 of a month away, but whatever. That's fine. Everybody likes Halloween. GG.